Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the British Esports Twitch channels. We are back for an evening of Student Champs. My name's Joy K. I'll be your host and play-by-play caster for today. And I'm being joined by Lou. How are you doing tonight?
Hey, I'm all good, thanks. Yeah, very excited to see some League of Legends and cast alongside yourself, Joy. Yeah, so what are you most excited to see today? Any champs in particular?
Oh, champions in particular. I mean, we are playing on the current patch, if I'm correct. And that means that Twisted Fate will still be quite oppressive in this patch. So that is something I'm looking forward to seeing if we are getting any priority on that.
Definitely.
Other than that, I'm not aware of any pocket picks. What about you?
Definitely for myself, I'd love to see some Maokai in support. As a big support player as well as mid laner / jungler, I just love the champion, so very much excited to see that, as well as the brand in the jungle. I know it's been nerfed a bit, but recently they've fixed it, so he's a bit better in the jungle now, so definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's interesting to see how they really are, or they seem to be wanting to move Brand away from that support role and more into that jungle. In the beginning, I have to be honest with you, I was not a big fan of the Brand jungle. Ooh, I was about to say support. I'm also not a fan of Brand support.
Yeah,
but
very pokey.
Yeah, very pokey. But also just I don't know, with the gank potential, like you have to be so on point with hitting your stun that it just feels. I know it can clear like no tomorrow, right? But
yeah,
in terms of gank potential, I just feel like there are so many better options.
Yeah, I feel like a tank jungler like Sejuani or something like that would just always be better than having a Brand in the jungle role, because of course then you've got all the CC and stuff. As Brand, you've got your Q for your CC, so I'm just like, I don't see how that would be great in that role, but well, it's being played a lot and it's very strong clear, so that's why.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but then now you mentioned the Sejuani, like in previous pro play, we have seen so much priority coming out onto that Sejuani, and this last like winter split of LEC 2024, we have really not been seeing her much.
Yes.
A lot of priority going to that Xin Zhao has also just been dominating in solo queue. So I'm really curious to see if teams are picking up on that as well. Is there anything else in particular? You say that you are like, you're playing a lot of different roles. What is the spicy pick you would like to see?
So honestly, I've seen that Rek'Sai's been buffed.
Oh yes.
And his W now knocks up large monsters. So I'm not sure if anybody will be playing Rek'Sai today, but I'd love to see some Rek'Sai because we haven't seen that in a long time. Oh, and now we're getting into Champ Select.
Oh.
So we can.
Yeah, exactly. We're already in, and we see some lock-ins already. Jarv and Blitzcrank on one side, Lux and Poppy on the other. What does this give away for you?
Well, the Poppy's pretty good because that will stop the Jarvan from jumping in on her in the jungle. So we could see some play potentials there with that. And then the Lux, I'm not so sure about. Well, Lux into Blitzcrank myself, but maybe we can see it work with the set as well in the top lane.
Wow.
Most likely.
Yeah, so this Lux can of course still be flexed to the mid if needed. Might just be a comfort pick for somebody.
Yes.
Poppy and Set, yeah, pretty stacked front line to start off with here.
Yes, and if we see this Orianna picked, it's a very strong mid laner. She has a lot of potential to help out in these team fights. And definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah, a lot of agency with her ulti as well. Orianna, good laning phase. Pretty safe into the Lux as well. We do see the Karma being banned away.
That's a big ban, especially as Karma's so strong at the moment in solo queue with the Malignance, with her RQs. So that's definitely a good ban. I would definitely say I don't know where they would put it on the team on the left, but yes, it's definitely a good ban.
Yeah, I mean it can also, like, Karma can also of course be flexed towards that mid lane. So Perhaps they don't want to give over another flex pick that just has a lot of potential to already do a lot in the early game.
That's true. I hadn't seen the Twitch banned lads.
Switch.
I've seen Twitch has got one of the highest win rates in the most recent patch, so that might be one of the reasons why they're banning it. He looks like he's been quite strong recently, and he's always just a nuisance to play against. Honestly, I hate that sneaky guy just coming into the lane, just killing you so quickly that you can't even realize it.
Yeah. On the other hand, we do see a lot of like very late game scaling AD champions like Misfortune and the Senna being banned, and now the Samira being picked up alongside the Blitzcrank. I'm a bit of a Samira enjoyer myself, so I'm quite happy to see that one coming out.
Yeah, I love that. Love that champion. Especially, into the Zyra Khan. That's going to be a nasty lane to play. But the Malphite coming for the top lane. Wow, that's going to be a big wombo combo over on the right side here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm already putting my money at one team here.
Yes, definitely, me too. We do have that Lux in the mid lane, as you were saying before. So that's a Lux against an Orianna, which I believe should be favoured to the Lux, but I could be mistaken there.
Yeah, I mean, Lux a little bit more range here, and
yes.
But Orianna just a bit earlier on the wave clear spike there, but like it should be a pretty even matchup. Orianna does, of course, get a little bit more agency in team fights with the shockwave available to her, but yeah, we will see. I think it's a pretty well-rounded draft on both sides.
Yeah,
a bit more explosive on red, but
yeah, I feel like the red side just wants to destroy the enemy team and just leave nothing.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I love the setup there. As I said, like I'm a bit of a Samira player, and just seeing that you're gonna have that Malphite ulti, you're gonna have the Jarvan knockups, you're gonna have the shockwave to play off of, with the like additional shields that Orianna can give you with the orb, and a Blitzcrank to play off of. That is just, it's a super early game focused bot lane. So I think starting off in the early game, we're going to be having our eyes on that for most of the time. As then in that mid game, when the Orianna comes online a little bit more, we will be transitioning, looking more at that jungle mid. But what do you think?
Yeah, it looks like they're definitely focusing on getting their Samira to the late game to just pop and blow up the team fights. They want to just have the Malphite with the Orianna orb, just run in, just destroy all of them. And then on the other side, they've got the set, which will be very useful to drop the Malphite into their own team, maybe doing a lot of damage. So that's kind of their combo with the Poppy as well to stop the Samira kind of going in. So that's what they'll want to do. But yeah, and well, we'll see soon. We'll be getting to game soon. I'm very excited.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little bit concerned with this Poppy. Poppy's so incredibly powerful into a comp like this to just put a stop to everything that the team wants to do.
Exactly.
Such a key pickup, and then they still want to go through with their game plan. They're like, all right, we see this Poppy is locked in, second pick, but we're still going to do it. So they must really believe in this team comp, but we're gonna see, Lou. We're gonna see.
Well, maybe they don't believe in the Poppy just being a champion. So we'll see what happens, but if the Poppy gets online, then the other team, they just don't really stand too much of a chance against that, but we'll see what happens in these team fights. Yeah, it'll be really fun.
I guess that we're about to find out.
Yeah, we're just about to get on the Rift soon. We'll let you know. And
DM.
Very excited to see what goes on. So, yes, we'll find out which teams, which side soon. And yeah.
Yeah, so confetti arrows will be actually on the left. They will take a blue side, and then on the right we will have the WNC Warlocks. That will be taking red side.
Yeah,
if
so it's
I am
Warlocks with the Samira.
mistaken. Yeah, exactly. And so, do you have any opinion on how this will be, like how this will be favoring them in terms of the early
Um,
game on that bot side?
I feel like with the Zyra Khan, you can really focus on just doing good team fights early game, and even though they've got the Blitzcrank, they've got Rakan can easily get away from the Blitzcrank and protect Zyra as well. So I feel like they will have the lead in the early game, but we'll probably see the late game going over to the Samira side.
Mm-hmm.
What about yourself? Do you think? What do you think about the top side, the Sect versus the Malphite?
I think Set versus Mal fight is gonna be a bit of a wet noodle slapping fest in the beginning.
Yeah,
Um,
the island.
we'll see. Yeah, it's gonna be like the like the island indeed. I don't I think they should go up pretty even. And whoever
Yeah.
gets ahead or gets to the first item spike, they're gonna take over the lane. It also is a
Hmm.
bit in the hands of like how do you want to rotate around the map, right? Like, are you leaving top side? Like for Malphite, for example, it's actually really valuable to leave that top side. Um,
And
so
we're
yeah, we're
getting
gonna
into
see.
game one.
Yes, we are in indeed.
Yeah, so we'll see the red side, the WNC Warlocks, they're going for the invade, the early invade. So they've got all 5 people down there.
Oof, Q just about swings wide there from Blitzcrank.
Oh, they managed to get the ward. Nice.
Yeah, a little bit of damage, but nothing major happening just yet.
Yes, not too much will really go on in this early. They wanted to invade because they had the Blitzcrank. An early hook on someone could lead to a kill, but ne- nevertheless, nothing happened in the end. So either side's happy about that. No summoner spells were used. Um, and yeah, we'll see what happens here. I think Jarvan may have used his health pot.
Yeah, by the looks of it, he did. Still a bit wary of a countering invade, though they were like hovering in the bushes here.
Mm,
Putting a leash over, pretty standard stuff so far
yeah,
on
very
both
fair
sides.
because the Blitzcrank could still be in the bottom jungle of the blue side quite early on and go for the late invade, try and steal the buff. So just better getting the smite on early and keeping the lane all safe.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like up on the top lane, they are trading out already a little bit. We actually do see the grasp of the Undying coming out here from
Oh yeah.
Rohan, the man, the myth, the legend. It's Rohan on the Malphite. Um, but yeah, Grasp of the Undying in comparison to Arcane Comet, which is the more standard approach.
Yeah, I guess he will be going for a more tankier Malphite, just leaning towards the full tank rather than having a bit of damage. But yeah, I guess maybe just wants to stay alive a bit more, just to keep his Samira all safe. Oh, we see the Poppy coming in bot lane here.
Yeah, Poppy with that early level 3 already rotated to the bot lane, just shows her face and will not be wasting any more time and just try to move away once again.
Yeah, she's probably just going to head towards her top side jungle now, clear that out, and then get ready for the scuttle fight in a minute's time. Um, Now we're looking at the bot lane. It's
Yeah,
just
bot
not too
lane.
much happening early
No,
game.
and with the lane state currently, the red lane will be pushing in, which is not really ideal for the Blitzcrank, making it a lot harder for him to land any hooks as he has to play in the vicinity of the enemy tower, as he would much rather, of course, play near his own tower. And with a short range
Yes.
ADC like Samira, it also makes farming just a little bit harder.
Yes, definitely. The Zaya's been keeping it quite frozen there. Ooh. The Jarvan goes in for a little bit of damage, but actually just takes more damage himself.
Yeah, quite a bit of damage been traded back and forth, and we do see though Orianna sitting a little bit up here on the mana bar, so is willing to just sidestep a few Lux E's and they'll come out on top of that one when it comes to sustaining in the lane. Now we did see that like Poppy showed her face here as well. Decided to take a reset here as she saw no opportunity for gank.
Yes, and we've seen actually that Jarvan's managed to get both the Scuttle Crabs, so they do have a lot of vision around the Drake side, so they could be looking for an early Drake here.
Yeah, I mean, I think that is what they might be playing for. Obviously, with the Samira Blitzcrank, you want to try to force out a fight as soon as possible, and maybe this is why they were prioritizing shoving this bot lane so they could play for this early Infernal Drake.
Yes,
we will
definitely.
see.
Definitely great to get those stacking on early. And they'll most likely be hoping for, I'd say, a Mountain or a Hextech Soul here on in their comp. Just keeping that Samira a bit more safe.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Zyra actually walks in, tries to face check that bush. Flash comes out right away. There's the root, there's the hook to knock up. Samira goes in with the Wild Rush. Will she be picking up that first kill, first blood going over here? Still to the Warlocks, but sadly to the Blitzcrank. But now Samira still in and has that fully stacked passive here. Will find a reset on the kill, picks up one more. Still nothing though, going over to the Samira, but 3 kills in the pocket for the Warlocks. Orianna walking out of this with a nice clean double kill. That must be feeling quite good here for Alma.
That is terrible for Confetti Arrows because they were the ones who engaged that, and they went in to get a kill, and then just it just didn't go their way at all.
No, that really didn't go their way.
Yeah. WNC Warlocks are definitely happy here, having 2 kills on the Orianna. She must have quite a gold lead on that Lux now, even though she's a wave behind. Having those kills.
Oh. We do have the ultis in now for both mid laners, but yeah. Orianna still, as you can see, so great on the mana sustain, but the shockwave will come out and not hit at all. Excuse me.
Wow.
All right, now next question here, Lou. How do you call the Void Grubs? Because everyone calls them something else.
So myself, I would call them Grubbies.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Grubbies, but sometimes I do mistake them for the Krugs. So I sometimes accidentally call them Krugs, even though I mean the Grubs.
What about Kruggies then?
Yeah, Kruggies. That's it. That's our new name.
Yeah, the Kruggies, the Void Kruggies, or the Grubbies. They.
What about yourself?
Well, I tend to just call them Grubbies. Yeah. I saw that they did a poll on this recently on the League of Legends social media, but that might have to wait. Oh no, Engage is over. I can still keep going here. So they did a little poll on that, and a lot of people called them Kevins. Do they look like Kevins to you? Yeah.
No, I don't even know where that would come from. It must be some streamer or something.
I think so too. I have no idea, honestly. But yeah, I saw that Kevin's was not even it wasn't the most named option, but it was like the second one. Grubbies was on top, and then it was Sluggies as the third one, which I guess also kind of makes sense. But good trade coming out here from the set, pushing in that wave here.
Keeping the Malphite away from those minions, but he managed to pick them up in the end.
Exactly. Does manage to pick them up in the end. Here's some pings coming out, as we do see that the Drake is being started here by the Warlocks. Now, we do already have the
Yes.
serrated Dirk in here for Samira. You're pretty much halfway built if you got this item in the pocket.
Yeah, she's very strong here, but we on the other side we've got the Lux with the Amped Home, so she's going to be dealing some damage too.
Yeah,
The Poppy's
exactly.
actually. Ooh.
Oh,
And
eyes
this
on the
is
Drake though as we see the engage coming out here on from the Poppy. The Drake will still go over to Warlocks, but in turn it will be Jarvan that falls. Samira, does she have the Wild Rush available? Will be exhausted, will be taken down here as the confetti arrows strike back and find their targets. 2 kills for them, and that ties it up nicely here, Luke.
Yeah, I think the Confetti Arrows will be very happy with that trade. Even though they lost out on the Dragon, they didn't have too much chance to get it. But they did get the 2 kills on the Poppy. So yeah, that would be very useful, getting her tanky, as the Poppy is one of their main weapons.
Ooh, great
Wow.
rotation coming out here from Alma. Finds the set, low on HP. Picks that one up with ease, as it is Samira now on the chase with her wave.
Yeah, we see Samira going
looking to go in. They have the level 6 available, but they will just be shut down. The door smacked in their face. After the Blitzcrank fell, I'm not quite sure what the idea was of this chase.
Yeah, I don't know what she was doing. I feel like she should have realised that they were both quite high on health, and yeah, it was just, I feel that was just not necessary on Samira's side. She didn't need to do that. She could have just stayed back and farmed.
Yeah, now giving another kill over to Desira 2-1. And a very significant CS lead as well here. This is not looking good for the bot lane. Now we do see that ulti coming out alongside the Ignite and a cheeky little mastery taunt, as that is a solo bolo for a napalm bomb.
Bolo. Yeah, and he's also leading out on kills in the top lane. On minion kills in the top lane, so that's really not good for the Malphite. As the set will
really
probably push the wave into the turret just now, so Malphite loses out more, but he has the TP up, so of course he's going in.
Why not?
We can see they're quite pushed.
Oh, great root coming out though. This Blitzcrank is just melting away, forced to flash. The heal comes out, but just a second too late. This Blitzcrank already down. The Featherstorm comes out. Root will not be connected. Samira gets to walk away with her life for now.
Almost got the double kill there in the bot lane. That Xayah is getting very fed, and with these grubbies getting killed as well, she'll have a lot of damage on that turret. We can see that Lux is keeping the J4 away.
Oh, yeah, Jarvan. Keeper's Verdict will find his target, gets rid of the Jarvan. Now the root comes out near to Alma. Alma nowhere to run. Will actually flash the Lux ult, and oh my goodness, with the shield, walks away with the skin of her teeth. Now Malphite managing to find one of the grubbies, as we do see the Cataclysm connecting here onto 2 people, but Jarvan will just be falling there. Rohan nowhere left to run. Tries to get what he can, but the shields on set are just too big. He will fall as well. What a back and forward fight.
While that's going on, we see the bot lane turret is taken, as well as them getting another kill down there. So this Xayah is just getting ahead and ahead constantly. So this is going to be really hard for the WNT Warlocks to come back in.
Yeah, it's starting to look rough for them.
Yeah, look at the gold lead as well. We've got just 6k gold lead at 13 minutes.
Goodness, yeah, I mean,
that is crazy.
As this was looking like a pretty good game here, going off of that first dragon, right? That's where it started to spiral out of control. And now the play for the second pair of grubs just didn't work out here. Alma surviving was massive, and they should have just taken that win, but instead it's Rohan and Grey Hairs that decided to go back in.
They just wanted more to their play, but they should have just taken what they had and left there. They did manage to stop the 5 grubbies though, so they don't get the buff there on the extra minions going towards the tower. But I don't think that matters on the side of confetti arrows because
Oh, the root connects. There's a combo from Lux, and that will be the end of Jarvan.
They're just looking for these fights again and again now, as they're so far ahead of confetti dragons, and now they're gonna of WNC warlocks, and now they're gonna look for this mountain drake. This is huge for confetti dragons.
Yeah, I mean, this is just. I mean, I feel like this game is starting to spiral out of the control of the warlocks really, really fast.
Definitely.
And I'm not sure how they can get back in here.
I feel the only way would be for them to get a good team fight, a big wombo combo, as their comp is made out to be. But I don't think confetti arrows are going to give them the chance to do that.
No, exactly. I mean, it's a very commanding position to be in here for the confetti arrows with a top lane that just seems untouchable, a bot lane that is shoved in all the way to the brim, and now Alma falling as well to the Poppy. That is just not working out. Nothing seems to be connecting here on the side of the Warlocks, where it started out so incredibly well.
Yeah, definitely. We started with the Warlocks getting the Drake and getting a few early kills, but this game hasn't been in their favour since then. They've just been giving solo kills here and there everywhere, and they're going to have a really rough time getting back in, and that's if confetti arrows even give them a chance. And now with this rift started, that's just going to put them even more ahead.
Yeah, what I would like to see is for this bot lane, and I hope that's what we're going to see now, is for this bot lane just coming out of their lane and starting to rotate around here, because this is a really deadly bot lane if you manage to find a single pick off here. But so far, I've just not really seen them utilizing what they have and playing around Alma a little bit more. Like, Alma has 3 kills. So this Orianna is going to mount up to be your win condition the longer this game goes on.
Yes, definitely. And he's already got the Luden's companion, so definitely dealing a lot of damage already. As you can see, those Qs just going through. We've got the Malignance on the Lux. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Yes,
yeah.
I don't think I've seen that item on Lux before, actually, so...
Yeah, it's not really because you're... Well, the only item or the only ability it would give you some benefit from is your Q. So if you land your full combo, I suppose it gives you quite a decent of extra damage. But it would require you to hit your root and then your ER.
Oh, and we see the backwards rift herald. I've definitely done that.
Tokyo drift over here! He almost ran it into the wall, and then he fixed it. Driver's license passed, as we do see wonderful double root coming out from the Lux, a Thunderstorm to follow. It's just a solid double kill coming out there from Pippin. Pippin. I'm just gonna call him Pippin for now. Sounds a bit better.
Yes, that was a crazy fight for confetti arrows. They're just getting ahead and ahead now. They got the second turret in mid. Oh! The Poppy dies to the recall in the lane.
Uh-oh. That's something you don't want to see.
No, definitely not. You want to recall together, and Poppy just doing a little greedy recall there. Getting killed by the Jarvan, and who got the kill in the end? I think it was Malphite.
Yeah, he's got a kill now, and we have the Thornmill completed now for him as well. So he's going to be trading out a little bit better against the set. But I'm not sure if you can outbuild tankiness on on a set, to be honest.
Yes, I feel like he's just building to be a threat to the Xayah now, so every time he sees the Xayah, I'm guessing he'll probably just go all in, alter, and hope she dies, because that's their main bit of damage on on the side of Confetti Arrows. You can see Zaya's got the 2 items now, the Kraken Slayer and
and the Navori Quick Blades.
Yes, and the Navori Quick Blades, that's the name.
I got you, don't worry. Yeah, no, Quick Blades actually such a great item to get early on the Zyras. You can just keep popping out those Qs, Ws, and Es as much as you want, which are obviously, if you combo them, your source of damage. But yeah, 6-1, 3-0, 3-2. It's looking really, really good here for Confetti Arrows.
And we see Confetti Arrows now setting up for a bait in this bush, or just getting ready for the... Oh!
That was quite some damage coming out here onto the Samira, just the Featherstorm with the E connecting. Sorry, Featherstorm not even being committed there. Just the E connecting to the Samira, and she pretty much just disappeared.
And
Zaya is on a ward here.
Ward.
Yeah. Does still have that Featherstorm. Oh, the root will come out. The vision is just too great here.
And now Confetti Arrows are picking up that dragon. They're getting their Drake stacking. They're going to look for this Cloud Soul eventually to end out the game. That would definitely help their team, because just thinking the Zaya, the Rakan, they've got some great ults for Cloud Drake here. So, very good for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Now we do see... Oh, nice flash here coming out from the set, just trying to connect. Showstopper comes out as well, but he will be falling. And man, that was a shutdown that Samira absolutely needed, but it went in Malphite's pocket.
Yeah, that is sad that shutdown did go in Malphite's pocket there. That Samira is having a rough game so far with on 0-5 with just the collector so far, so she's not dishing out the damage she wants to, but that would... You don't even get a second to think that the Lux just one-shot the Orianna there.
No, but we're sitting on the Shadow Flame now as well, right? So that the magic penetration is coming through as well. There isn't much that you can do to try and build a Zhonya's Hourglass, which got incredibly expensive. And with the stopwatch being removed, that means that you need to ramp up to such an expensive item. It will just take you a long time. Now we do see the Malphite in the top. Teleport to come through, the Lux arrives. But the Samira will still fall. The hook actually comes down with the silence. No Featherstorm available. Zaya not tanking it just yet, is managing to still live for so long. Doesn't connect the kill onto the Malphite though. So has another shutdown in the pocket of this Malphite. He must be feeling pretty good about that.
That is a huge shutdown to Malphite. Just if he was going AP, that maybe it would have been better on their side now. But yes, the Zaya giving away that shutdown. But before she did, she managed to get the kill as well as ulting. I just thought for a second I was like, she's gonna survive, but she didn't in the end, as the Malphite kills her and she starts tanking the turret.
Yeah, I mean, I think if we had like Featherstorm flash up, this would have been a survive angle, but without the Featherstorm, there is no way you can dodge that tower shot that is already coming onto you in your ignited. But honestly, like, great setup here from Blitzcrank. Kalzo probably showing his prowess on the hero here finally. Now we do see the Baron being started up.
It's quite a good Baron, because none of the WNC Warlocks have any idea this is going on. They're not even heading over to check.
Oh, WNC completely unaware.
Confetti Arrows just get a free Baron.
Yeah, and with the state of the waves currently all pushed in, this could be a group push coming out here onto that top lane, looking for that top inhibitor.
They're just getting everything here. Yes, they'll probably want to split in the top lane as well as...
Jesus, we do have a little bit of an observer issue coming out, but that should be fixed.
Looks like we're back
now. Yeah, small little glitch.
Yep, Desire's still pushing up, but she'll probably back now, and she must have enough to... Oh, she finished her Lord Dom's last back, but she goes back and gets that extra cloth.
Oh,
Cloak.
whoa, we just do see Lux picking up another kill here. Oh my.
Oh, that's a big shutdown going over to the Jarvan. This Lux has been...
Oh, Jarvan actually looking for more to find the set. Ultimate from Blitzcrank will connect the showstopper in though. As I need to move up, I need to see the team fight. We do see the Samira immediately being or deleted the exhaust coming out onto Jarvan as well. Will not get that flag and drag over the wall. And that's a double kill going over to the set.
And we're probably going to see them going for this mid inhib here. If the Malphite doesn't kill them, but they should be able to get this mid inhib. Maybe
if they
even
can get
look for
the shockwave and the ultimate here from the Malphite, they could maybe save this inhibitor, but it's already gone.
No,
it's already
that's gone. Oh, and the flash in.
Yeah, flash in and quickness coming out here from Rakan doesn't really connect to anything at all as it expires already. But Desire in the backline able to do so much damage for free as she is falling low to that Thorn Meal here from the Maokai, but she will shut him down.
Yeah, that's huge. Desire must have picked up so much gold here. She's going to go back and... Yeah, she's straight up... Oh, she didn't straight up buy an item, but she got the Zeal, so that's all good. And now they're heading for this Drake. It's just a free Drake for them because Warlocks can't even do anything. They can't go out of their own base now. Like, every time they leave, they're just getting murdered here, left, right, and center.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's an extremely hard game to play right now. I think that they just need to try and move as a group, but they also kind of can't because of the wave pressure. And because of this wave pressure, that means that the blue team just has more vision and they cannot step out of their base to put any wards down. So this is just a vicious circle to be stuck in if you are the WNC Warlocks.
Yeah, as we see in Warlocks' jungle, it's all blue wards, so they don't even have any vision in their own jungle, and then Warlocks have all of their jungle as well. So literally, Warlocks have no jungle to play with. Confetti Arrows have this whole game right now. It's in their hands. They're currently 12,000 gold ahead. But I don't think. Yeah, I feel like. Oh, so we see the engage on the Malphite.
We do see the engage coming out. The quickness comes in, but actually the set taking a little bit too much damage, has to step back as Samira already once again just deleted. We do have the final spark available soon as Lux looking to step up here a little bit. Good shockwave to come out to try and save the game here. Alma still living, holding on as we do see her falling here to the E, to the Lux E, but Jarvan will avenge her. As we do see Set will be falling as well, but the turrets are falling, and surely soon the Nexus will as well if they do not manage to get the Xayah off of the Nexus. But now Jarvan has arrived and will start putting some pressure onto her, but we will not be seeing her taking any damage as she just has a team to back her up endlessly. Triple kill before she eventually goes down.
Well, they did manage to kill the Xayah, so I don't think that should be the end of the game just yet, but...
Samira got her first kill, guys.
Well done, Samira. That's all that matters. She got her combo off there. She did a lot of damage to the confetti arrows, but now that WNT Warlocks have no base left at all, like, this is just... Confetti arrows just need to walk in there and win. And... sorry if we can't see much right now, but I believe the Baron should be spawning soon. So with that, the confetti arrows might just go for the Baron and then just end the game with that.
Yeah, I mean that seems like a pretty reasonable call.
Yeah. Well, that's all they need to do. Hopefully we'll see soon. Sorry about all the issues, everyone. It should be fixed very shortly. We can see everyone's back up now, and confetti arrows are headed towards the Baron. as we saw on the minimap. They'll look to get this Baron and then secure their victory. That's just the best thing to do in this scenario, because one really good fight on the side of WNC Warlocks, and they could have this turn this game around. Probably not completely to win, but they might be able to get back in a little bit.
I think at this point they're just happy with any little scrap that they can get to try and claw their way back into this game. But yeah, we are definitely experiencing a little bit of issues on the observer department. So apologies for that, as we are trying to work through this and fix that.
Yeah, it should be fixed very soon. And we can see Lux ult in the wave there. Wow. Yeah, so we've had this. I think I'm a little disappointed that we didn't get to see much of the Samira all-in kind of, except for in that fight just then. I would have loved to see more of the Samira. Okay,
as we do see her going down already, the double kill, and we are just back in to see them end the game. Confetti arrows take the first game in a very, very convincing manner. I love how you were just talking about that, about the Samira, and the first thing we see when we come back is her dying again.
Yeah, it's Cast the Curse, of course. Every time, Cast the Curse. So we do see Confetti Arrows taking that game 1. Of course, they did have a much better time in that game. I don't think we saw the start early game of WNC Warlocks having a good time, but then it kind of just went down and downhill for them constantly, and they didn't come back at all except for in that last fight, but it didn't really matter then because they had no base left. So wow.
Yeah, absolutely. Honestly, I feel like this was a comp that was so hard to make work. The moment that Poppy got locked in, honestly, I thought to myself, Poppy is so dominant here, because she is so good at stopping what the whole game plan for this team is.
And they still pick the Samira after it.
Yeah, exactly. And then the what I would have loved to see is if they if Blitzcrank and Samira would have started rotating around a bit, realizing okay, we cannot win this 2v2. They're like, we're not really making anything happen. We're down in CS. We need to approach this from a different angle, because you do have with Alma with the shockwave in place. Like if Alma wins, like if Alma lands a shockwave and you get the hook off that, then you will guaranteed have a kill in the mid lane.
Yes, but we just saw Alma constantly getting caught out every time they were going to the mid lane. We would just see a Lux solo kill, and so I feel like it might have been a bit of pressure. Alma must have had some rough times, like just after getting killed once or twice, and when you go next time, it's just like, oh, you just feel so bad that they probably just didn't realize that they were just constantly inting it. So I feel like the best play to do at that time is just stay back a bit and just not go near the wave. But when it happens, sometimes it just gets into your head. So
yeah, I mean, and that's like a part of the game as well, right? Is to try and get into somebody's head and play the game that way.
Exactly.
But yeah, the later the game went on, I have to admit, like, Alma played a very impressive early game, but the later this game went on, everything kind of started to fall apart for, well, each role individually, and then there was not much to be done at some point.
Yeah, the all winning lanes on the side of Confetti, it's not really too much you can do at that point, because if Nowhere's winning too hard, then it's just hard to come back from being so far behind. And at 13 minutes, I believe it was 6,000 gold lead on the side of Confetti Arrows. So at that time, it's pretty tough to just survive and just think about trying to come back. I know usually a lot of people are like, at that time, FF15. Like, it's just like, if you see a 6k behind, it's just really tough. And especially being in a online environment kind of thing, just playing a game like this. Sometimes it's just hard to keep focus, and you might be nervous and get behind.
Yeah, exactly, and that's also um, the mental dent that you get coming out of this game. I'm really curious what we're going to be seeing heading into the next one.
Yeah, very excited. So we've got Silent Fingers versus Conal Cypher's LOL team for the next match. And yeah, I'm definitely hoping to see more champions. Like, if we see the Karma in the top lane, I'll be very happy. If we see a Karma versus a TF, that would be quite interesting, because I do love the TF at the moment, but we didn't get to see it in game 1, so hopefully in game 2.
Yeah, we will see. There's almost no how do I say it? Like almost no prioritization. We did see we did see the ban coming out on the Akali, who is also very dominant in the current meta.
Definitely.
But more about that later on, as I do believe we're going to toss it to a little bit of a break. And then we will be coming back to you after. So see you on the other side of that.
See you soon.
Alright, we are back. Excuse
Yeah.
us for the long break. We are back with our second match of the student champs. Silent Fingers versus Cornell Cyphers. What such names, Lou.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to see what they pick up. Maybe Fingers lead to some Fiddlesticks or something. I'm not sure. I'm just thinking of like Salad Fingers, and that's the character that it reminds me of, kind of thing. I'm not too sure.
I was like jazz hands more. I'm not sure where I'm going or coming from with this, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I do believe that we almost got draft up and running.
Yeah, we're almost ready, so we'll get to see what they pick. Well, I'm definitely hoping for that Karma top. As I've said before, I'm a big fan of Karma. She does a lot of damage. She does a lot of healing and just everything. So
yeah,
well,
Karma's pretty much good at everything right now. Okay.
Well, that's a job and ban straight away.
Yeah, Aatrox as well.
Definitely not looking for these engages. Oh my god, they're banning so quickly that we can hardly see what they're going for.
Well, let's just let them finish the bans and then we'll talk about what we see being banned. I mean, Vex is a bit of a pocket pick. Kayn as well. I mean, Kayn very dominant in solo queue, right, alongside the Vayne. Azir just so good into that late game, also controlling the map.
I feel like they banned Vex because she's been buffed in the most recent patch, so now her E refreshes her passive on units killed. Oh wow, that's Norelia Nocturne. We're gonna get some paranoia in here.
Blind pick Aurelia. Vi and Nar will be locked in, and there's that Karma.
Hey, there's the Karma, and it's
up for grabs.
Looking like it's either going to be in the middle, the support there, as we've got the Gnar already locked in for the top lane. So I finally got my pick I wanted.
Yeah, you finally got your Karma. What? They're banning Swain.
Swain ban. And
this must be a target ban, right? Like, I'm unless they are planning to go for even more melees, which with the Orianna ban it might start to look like. Then Swain actually becomes very powerful. The Zed being banned out as well. I'm not sure where the Zed would go, considering that we already have an Aurelia, a Nocturne, and an Ahri locked in. Lucian.
Yeah, that's an odd ban there because maybe it's because one of their players is a big Zed player, so they might be just flexing it into any lane. They could have had the Ahri support kind of thing. But we do see the Nautilus locked in. Lucian Nautilus bot lane, a very strong engage on that bot lane. And just insanely strong engage overall. They've got the Nocturne, the Ahri. So they're just looking for this all-in fights here. Whereas on the other side, we're also looking for a lot of fights and lots of shields. They've got the Karma mid. It's going to be great.
Yeah, I mean, this is looking overall like two really strong drafts, as you said. Like, red side looking a bit more all in. And I do believe we had like teams on the right place already, so that would be Silent Fingers taking blue side with the Gnar, Karma. So Karma in the mid lane against this Ahri. What is your first thoughts coming out of that? Out of this draft?
I think Karma with her poke damage will just be kind of trying to dominate the lane early on. She does a lot of damage, but so does Ahri. So I feel like Ahri can't really kill a Karma too well in the early game. She's got to set up a nice charm, but then the Karma could do a big shield to save herself and stun her, so she can just run away. I feel like it's going to be fairly even. They won't be fighting too much because they'll mostly be just focusing on getting farmed up, and then the Karma's really strong late game with the Malignants and just shield power, just being able to control the whole team and get ahead. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah, with the amount of dive that we see on the side of Cyphers, I would not mind if Karma dips a little bit more into supportive item choices,
Mhm.
but we will see what she ends up picking once we come out of the observer delay. Um, but yeah, I do think that this matchup in the mid lane should be Karma favored with the E. If she presses her E, she gets that little boost in the movement speed, so she could like sidestep potential
Mhm.
QE combo from Ari. But
Yeah.
otherwise, I mean,
In the bot lane, it's looking quite heavily favored towards the Lucian and Nautilus. I feel
that's where
like
I was going to.
they're just so strong, just engaging and then being able to run away as well. Like they've got it all in their kit. The Varus is very immobile, so he's relying on his ult. But early on, before he has his ult, the Lucian Nautilus will just going on him, and he should just not have a nice time in lane. So I'm expecting them to go very, very heavy towards the bot
Yeah.
side.
Yeah, I think so too. I would heavily invest on that bot side early on. As you said,
Mhm.
chains have to be picked up by the Varus before he can actually do anything against this
Yeah.
like onslaught that's about to come down upon him. But then Varus does scale really nicely into the late game.
That's true.
Um,
That's true.
so they do have some power picks when it comes to that, and I feel that is what might be slightly missing on the side of the red team.
Yes. Yes.
Something that scales nicely into that late game because they do
Hmm.
have Aurelia Nocturne as well that we haven't really discussed.
Yeah. So the Nocturne's going to be looking for, I guess, the Varus, but it's going to be really hard for the Nocturne to just get onto the Varus with the Rakan and Vi and the Karma just all protecting the Varus. Like, this is going to be a really tough comp for the Nocturne. He's going to have a not so fun time just ulting anyone. I'm not too sure. He's not going to have anyone really to ult. This is going to be. We'll have to see what goes on, but I feel like the fights are definitely favoured towards the side of Silent Fingers here, and I could see them winning this game from draft wise.
mhm.
Yeah, what do you think? Do you think
Yeah,
there's
I
any
mean,
way that
sorry, finish your
do you think
question.
there's any way that Conal Cyphers could pick up this win or have a chance here?
I mean, I do think that if like this ultimate, the what is it called again? Paranoia.
Yes,
Yeah,
paranoia.
paranoia will only be used in team fights, I think, or when you have just this slight man advantage and you are able to take a brawl. Then I think that the paranoia will come in very clutch.
Yeah.
Uh,
And we're in game now, and we can see there's not too much happening early. I don't think either side really wants to go for any kind of cheeky invades or anything because there's not too much to gain from it. I don't think they're. I feel like the side of Silent Fingers is still a bit stronger in that first fight, um, but just they're just sitting, relaxing, getting ready for this game now.
yeah, sitting pretty as we do see a lethal tempo on the Faris instead of the Hail of Blades, which is in my opinion, a bit more standard.
Yes,
Just
that's
like
true.
the Conqueror would be on Aurelia, but on Aurelia we also
Yeah,
see Lethal Tempo. Now, I used to play quite a bit of Aurelia. I haven't played her in a very long time,
oh,
so do
nice.
correct me if I'm wrong, chat.
Yeah, well, it's nice to see an Aurelia, even though she is against the Gnar, so she might have a tough time trying to kill him. But I feel like this is going to be very much a farm top lane for now, and just mostly just farm lanes all
Yeah,
round, honestly, except for
yeah,
the bot lane where they try to go quite deep, I
yeah,
guess.
exactly. I think they're gonna go. We're gonna see them going ham in the bot lane here, and I mean, if Aurelia can get a little bit of a push going, then that opens up an opportunity for her to rotate to that mid lane and
Mhm.
Yeah, that would be. I think that's the way that they need to try and play it.
Yeah, it would be good to get that Ari ahead to just be able to rotate around and go to every lane as well. And they've got quite a lot of movement characters, so they can rotate a lot on the side of Conal Ciphers.
Yeah. Now we do see Aurelia already pushed in, has a fully stacked passive here. Looking to get some early damage here on the Gnar. Gnar with that fleet footwork, of course, will be able to sustain a little bit better until Aurelia is going to pick up that Vamp Scepter, if she chooses to do so, which, I mean, I think it's pretty standard here as well. Once again, chat, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I believe she'll be going for that route. Definitely, just because she'll want to be staying alive in these team fights, as she's going to be engaged on quite a lot. I guess this Vi will probably roam towards the top side soon. We can see a ward in the bush there. It looks like the Nocturne's going to be going for the bottom scuttle because, of course, his bot side is stronger, so wants to get them ahead and set up maybe for an early Drake, as this lane will be just pushing constantly.
Yeah, I think so, and that might actually get them the opportunity on the red team to get an early lead to try and snowball off of. But I mean, otherwise, I feel like that's the way that they need to play it. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. As we can see, this Aurelia is just
wants to kind of freeze this wave, understandably
freeze.
so. Yeah.
Didn't work too well, but we can see the Vi's up top, maybe looking to gank the Aurelia, but she knows she's there, so she's going to back off.
Yeah. Yeah, good awareness coming out here from the Aurelia.
Yeah, heading towards the chickens on Nocturne's side, or maybe not going for the gank.
Oh. Flash out here from Pavlak. I'm not sure. That's always a thing when you are casting. It's always, how do I pronounce his name?
Yeah, they've got some easy ones. Wait, I say easy, but all of them seem pretty hard. They've got Diamond in the top lane. That's
they've got Manny.
Oh yeah, Burb, Manny. Yeah, that's good.
But yeah, the rest are all not very easy to pronounce.
Yeah, and we see Nocturne's actually in this top side. He might be looking to get these grubs going soon, or just looking for a gank here. Nah, he's just going to back off because the Vi's also there, so keeping him away from helping the Aurelia to get even further ahead.
Yeah, exactly. Now we do see the Vamp Scepter picked up. Pretty even so far, actually, on that top lane. But Nocturne finding a very small lead here over Vi. Won't have that for long, as we do see now the grubbies being picked up here. Void grubs on the side of Silent Fingers. We do see Karma even rotating up for that.
Yeah, this is big because on the side of Silent Fingers, they'll be wanting to keep this Gnar just kind of pushing quite a lot, and then look for those team fights, of course, but stopping the Aurelia from being able to get the grubs to do damage to the turrets, it's very big, but as we say that, we're getting the Drake on the other side, because as we know, the bot side for Conal Ciphers is a lot stronger in this early game.
Yeah, absolutely. A bit of a cross map coming through here will be respected by Vi, as we do see Aurelia tanking up a tower shot. And that will be first blood, actually. Wow, 6 minutes into the game, going over to Gnar.
I just want to know why she was there, because as we can see, the minions are under her turret, so I guess maybe the Gnar might have ulted her backwards towards it. We see his ults off cooldown, so yeah, that must have been it.
That must have been it.
Yeah, but no flashes used on either side.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the thing. If you realize, all right, I'm kind of dead here, then you don't want to waste it.
Exactly.
All right, but I think that we're gonna see some action coming out here as Vi has arrived to the bot lane. Nice. Hook
Ooh, the
to stop the engage, the paranoia, immediate engage. Galaxy will pick that one up here on the Nocturne, and that is a gank turned out to a complete disaster here for Silent Fingers.
That was really bad for Silent Fingers, seeing as they were the ones to engage, but they shouldn't be engaging this early because on the side of Kono Cyphers, they're so much stronger at this moment. Like, they didn't have the ult for the Vi, and the Varus and Rakan didn't have their ults either. Whereas the Nocturne get the level advantage, so they just get destroyed.
Yeah, definitely didn't work out the way that they wanted to. Meganar again being available for Diamond here.
Yeah, and he's just gonna stay still. It's kind of just an island right now at top. They can't do too much to each other. They'll just be fighting for those farm, and then soon the grubs will be up. So I can expect that Vi will be heading up towards the top side to do her blue buff, and then go towards those grubs, keeping the bot lane just going. We can see that Lucian's ahead of a wave on this Varus so far, but the Varus and Rakan have just done their first back, and he's picked up the Berserker Greaves first, and a Vamp Scepter. That's a pretty nice back for him.
Yeah, that's definitely not an awful back coming out from the Varus here. Lucian opting to go for a little bit of a more expensive buy with the quiver.
Yeah, definitely.
And the crossbow.
Yeah, I guess he just had a bit extra gold, so he could get an extra
Slayer,
item.
question mark?
Yes, it's probably going towards the Kraken Slayer. And then for the Varus, I'm not too sure of Varus build, but I believe it should be maybe would this be a Bork? I'm not too.
Could be early Bork. I mean, you don't think you want to rush like Bloodthirster or a Shield Bow this early on. So yeah, I would see like a Bladed Rune King coming out here from the Varus. Just to try and put a little bit of extra percentage damage onto the Nautilus here.
Yeah, and we can see there's lots of pings on the grub, so I guess the blue side of Silent Fingers are heading right towards the grubs, as well as the red side. You can see they're starting to get vision there, and they've brought their support and the Nautilus up here, and we're probably gonna expect a fight any second.
There's the flash forward. The dredge line comes out. The paranoia to follow a beautiful cage from Irelia will pick up 1 kill, make it 2. Now we are chasing the dredge line, connecting once again the route to follow, and Karma will fall as well, as that will be a triple kill picked up here for Irelia. Tropeja, Tropeja? I'm not sure. Tropoja. However we pronounce that. Absolutely popping off here with just a Vamp Scepter in the pocket. It was called in the chat. Irelia fully built and unlocked.
That's huge for the side of Kono Cyphers, as they get the grubs as well, and Irelia pushes this lane up so that that the Gnar just loses out on so much farm as well.
Yeah. But now Vias arrived to the scene. The flash out with the smite as well. Nah, Nocturne not taking any chances there. I get that, absolutely.
Yeah, Vi tried to get that last grub just to get the 4 grubs for the extra 2 damage on the turrets, but just didn't get that through. Anyway, we can see the Ahri's headed towards this, and the Drakes just spawned, so it looks like Silent Fingers are setting up for this Drake just now.
Yeah, Hextech Drake just spawned. Vision, very nice here for the red team, so will be started up though by Silent Fingers. Hydon on the Rakan will be taking out this control ward.
Yeah, Kono Drakes are just gonna leave this because their Nocturne's just taken all of the Vi's topside jungle. And looks like they want to do some things mid. They might. They could look towards this top side as well. It might be the Nocturne's looking towards this Gnar. He's actually, yes, he's
Yeah.
going to go towards the Gnar just now.
Can we have a look on top side? Server.
Yeah, I think he's been seen out on this ward just here though, so...
Nice charm connecting here. Actually, Pavlak with the ulti manages to connect that and pick up the kill onto Karma here. As the paranoia comes out, the flash already committed by the Vi! It's just everything falling into place here for Conal Cyphers.
And the mastery for
Fantastic.
emote comes out at the end. That's what we love to see.
Yeah, exactly. Trying to get in the heads here. Hack Splash from Nautilus.
With that, Silent Fingers tried to get that kill on the Ahri mid lane, but she survived, and then they got the double kill towards the mid lane. They got 2 kills on the Nocturne and the Ahri. These are like the strong champs that are very strong and just throughout the game, picking off people.
Exactly. And then here, now we're looking at the 13-minute mark. This is where we had the 6k lead last time. Starting to look pretty close to the 5k lead here on Conal Cyphers.
We're almost there.
I feel like we did them dirty with our draft analysis here.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like we've done that both games now. We've predicted the wrong team, and but now Conal Cyphers are looking like they just want to walk away here because they can see that the Vi's coming down to the bot side, but she's headed back up to the mid now, so they know they're safe to carry on farming bot side.
Yeah, we do see the Malignants now already being purchased here for the Ahri. Karma just still sitting on a Codex and a Lost Chapter.
Yeah, and the Bork for the Aurelia, as well as the Stridebreaker for the Nocturne.
Yeah, Stridebreaker received a little bit of a buff, didn't it? Again, another solo bolo here. Pavlak on the Ahri, showing her fangs. They will be picking up the first turret of the game as well. Now, Rift Herald has been started by Nocturne. Vi will spot that one out. Does not know that the red team is a little bit closer.
The Ahri's baiting the Vi in, I think. She wants to there, and then the Aurelia's here.
Oh, beautiful stun. We'll connect here. There is the Blade Cage. I've lost the name here for a second, but it will be a double kill. As we do see the teleport from Karma coming out, trying to I need to see it again. Trying to fetch whatever she can, but Karma teleports in and will fall as well. That is a triple kill. This Ahri looking absolutely unstoppable at 6-0 for Pavlak in the mid lane.
That is terrible for the side of Silent Fingers, as they lost 3 of their champions to the Ahri, who is now 604. She's got a 700 gold shutdown. As well, they got the Rift Herald while that was all going on. They didn't even need the Nocturne there to help. Oh, and now the Nocturne's engaged on the Vi.
Yeah, Paranoia comes out. Charm actually connects onto the Unstoppable Vi, but will still be available once she comes out of that Unstoppable, making her unable to control her character, and she will fall.
Wow,
but with no flash available, that looked like it was killed nonetheless.
They're looking for the turret mid here, and
Tier 2 will be locked in. Quickness coming out here from the Rakan, but the Nocturne so incredibly fed connects the fear. Rakan will fall. Flash is being traded here back and forth between everybody, but so far still Conal Cyphers just seem untouchable.
This is a huge lead for Conal Cyphers as well, almost 10k. Oh, Silent Fingers must have to do something to get back. I know they've got quite a good late game, but if the game just keeps going on this way, they won't even get to the late game. So,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, have we seen? Yeah, I mean, we have seen Varus use his ult, obviously, because it's a cooldown, but have we seen it, is the question.
I don't think we have yet. I don't think we've seen a fight with Varus in yet. So hopefully we get a big fight, or as they go on the Rakan here.
Yeah, they're going on the Rakan indeed, but the Varus will fall as the culling comes out as well. Alongside Flash from Rakan being traded, and Ahri just cleaning up the scraps, connecting that Q. Will go for that flash Foxfire, and that is enough to confirm the Rakan.
That is a very fed Ori as they're taking this
cheeky play.
Here. Yes, this Ori is insanely scary on the side of Silent Fingers right now. So she's got the Lich Vein and the Malignance, and I'm guessing she's going to go back, and what will she buy? Oh, just a rod. But that's still a big item.
Yeah, that is needlessly large item. Pun intended. So yeah, ramping up towards that, but I have to say Rabadon's probably, or a Shadow Flame, but
yeah,
probably a Rabadon's when you're this fed.
Yeah, I'd say she just goes straight towards the Rabadons now. Yeah, she's very far ahead. She's going to get there very soon. I'm guessing she's sitting on some gold right now. But just had enough to buy the one rod. As they can't really look for much top, because if you look on the side of Konal Cyphers, they've got so many red wards towards that top side. So this Aurelia knows they're just so safe because there's no one there.
Very safe to just farm away and also just respect the Gnar at the same time. I mean, it's honestly very good min-maxing coming out of this Aurelia. There's the Paranoia connecting onto the Varus. Oh. There will not be anything left to, there's not anything left to pick up here. He was just gone. And Nocturne will put someone else in their grave here, being the Fi.
Yeah. Wow. So this is looking like Konal Cyphers want to end this game out.
Yeah, I mean, Hydon will fall here as well with a very nicely executed tower dive. Inhibitor turret will fall. Inhibitor will fall. They have a stacked wave coming with them.
I feel like they might go for
just resetting now.
Just gonna reset and maybe go for that Baron. That's up in 1 minute's time.
Yeah, they're gonna respect the death timers of the enemy team and back off. I mean, Nautilus had fallen quite low. And with no ultimates available, you don't really want to take that fight. Perhaps now Pavlak looking to connect the charm here, doesn't quite connect it. They will be looking for this tier 2, but it's a very small wave, so they have to respect that and back off.
Yeah, I feel like they should just reset here and get ready for the Baron that's up in 20 seconds now. Silent Fingers can't do too much to contest it because they'll need people in the mid lane to protect from those waves coming, as well as Konal Cypher's bot lane is super far pushed, and their top is as well. So this is a bad position for Silent Fingers right now. Diamond's doing his best to push the lanes though, push the top lane out to get some vision as well in this top side towards this Baron, because they do believe that they're going in.
They are going in indeed as the Paranoia connects with the Fear. There's no Mega Gnar available, so Diamond is just trying to run for the hills, but finds absolutely nothing there. No hills to be found as Hydon falls as well. 2 quick kills coming in. Baron is up for grabs, and Konal Cyphers, they will be grabbing that.
Yeah, Konal Cyphers feeling in a very good position here. Look at the side of their team. They've got the 3-1 for Aurelia, 9-0 Nocturne, 8-0 Ari, 2-0 Lucian, and 0-0 Nautilus. So yeah, they're looking to just go and end this one now. It looks like they're all running towards the mid lane, so this might be the game just now. We'll probably see one final fight here.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah, what do you think? Do you think Silent Fingers could do anything to come back now?
I mean, everything is in the hand of the Varus here. If the Varus lands a nice chains, which he will try to do, connected onto Nautilus, another one will connect here onto Nocturne, everybody falling extremely low, as there will be Manny on the Nautilus. That's the first to go, to flash out here from Nocturne. Hiding on the backside though, tries to find the stun, will actually be deleted here by Ari, but will there be enough damage to finish anyone off here on the side of Konal Cyphers? There will not be, as it will be a double kill once again here for Pavlak on the Ari. Just taking names left, right and center with the Baron buff still available and a stacked minion wave. Konal Cyphers trying to finish off this game, as I do see the Nocturne going in, but I cannot see They will be connecting the game. They will be acing the team. Blue team, Silent Fingers, dominated, as we do see Rakan doesn't even get to make it into the team fight. The Nexus will fall, and that is a very dominant win.
Wow.
Coming out here for the red team.
Crazy dominant win by the side of Colonel Cyphers here, 28-2, without any turret deaths on the side of Colonel Cyphers. That's even bigger of a stomp than the first game we saw. So what are your thoughts on that then?
Well, that was my thoughts on that. I mean, honestly, just individually, fantastic performances in matchups that on paper look pretty tough, if you ask me. So really, really well done to Conal Cyphers. Individually, fantastic play in every role. I'm really, really curious to see the next games coming out of this team.
The Ari just getting so far ahead with the triple kill very early on into just getting all the turrets down mid lane and just dominating the whole rift, being everywhere all at once. So Silent Fingers had nothing they could do in this whole game. They weren't allowed a single bit of time to even take a tower. That's how dominant Conal Cyphers were on this game.
Yeah,
it's great.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think what they could have done differently. Playing through, I mean, Irelia being, well, okay, Irelia for the longest part of this game being pretty much the only one that died, right? Like Nautilus dying there in the end actually put it down to 2 kills, but I mean, this was an absolute slaughterhouse from start to finish.
I think Conal Cyphers were going for that perfect game, but then the Irelia died, so they were like, oh no. Even though Irelia dying was the first blood. So it all went downhill from the very start after that first blood happened. But yeah, maybe it was just a kind of mind game thing to make you think we're going to play by inting loads of kills to you, and then they just get so far ahead and just dominate completely.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this was 2 games that were just a bit one-sided. And sadly, it will be all that we have for tonight. But Lou, before we sign off, some shameless self-promotion here. Where can we find you on the internet? We do see your X or Twitter. People can follow you there. But where do you stream on Twitch or?
Oh, I don't stream currently, but I'm mostly just new to stuff, so I'm just on Twitter really. That's my main place right now, so yeah, that's all
right. Then that's where we'll keep an eye on you.
And you the same? Just
no, I do stream. I do stream every now and then on I am Joy K. It's my Twitch. Yeah, for the rest, Twitter and Instagram is where you will find me the most.
Lovely.
And so yeah, if you want to give us a follow, you go ahead and do that. And we will be back with more League of Legends actions soon. But don't forget to tune in tomorrow, because tomorrow we will be on with Apex Legends action here for Student Champs. Different casters, different game, but same channel. But for now, we wish you a very lovely evening. And thank you for watching.
Thank you very much. Have a nice day.